Colton Weitzel said I should ask for Age of Cage.
Age of Cage will be back soon.
I'm looking for the Filmatic podcast.
None of these are interesting. These posters. This goes right up. Goes right up Spirit of Vengeance. And they're both in Japanese for the Filmatic podcast giveaway. Just comment on the Instagram, okay?
I'm looking for Casey.
Well, land out here. 6 feet under the link in the end zone. Fell off a greased light pole months ago.
Are you sure?
I'm not lying. The link's in South Philly. Go see for yourself. Let me tell you something. There's fire at hell, Jeffrey. Hot fire.
All right, that's perfect.
I should probably do another take. I don't think I did that right.
You could do the let me tell you something.
Yeah,
again,
that part.
I need another take. I need another one of that last part.
I know it wasn't good. All right.
Let me tell you something. There's fire in hell, Jeffrey. Hot fire.
I don't think it's gonna get better than that.
I think that's pretty good.
The Age of Cage, song of rage. The Age of Cage, the Age of Cage, starring Nicolas Cage. The Age of Cage.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Already.
was this cinema?
Filmatic.
Was it cinema? I don't know.
This was cinema. We were talking about a lot of cinema. That's what we're here to talk about on Filmatic.
That is what
All right.
we talk about. Cinema and Nicolas Cage. And we're joined by Age of Case co-host Casey. And for
everybody,
maybe the second time ever on video, Mr. Well, we don't say his last name. We say Jeff.
Mr. Jeff.
Okay,
Well,
this is not the
Jeff.
second time I've been on video. I've been on video a fair few times.
Name the episodes.
Avatar.
Okay. You're right.
Another Age of
I
Cage
wasn't on that episode of Filmatic, so that's not real to me. That's not my reality. That's not my world. Not
There's
the
a
world
couple
I
other
live
ones where I had to balance the phone on my knee as I was lying in bed because I didn't own a laptop and it was COVID and that's all I had.
Yeah, that was back
What
when.
about you on your knees in bed? What are you talking about? What?
The phone was on my knees. I was lying down. Stop. Get your
Bro, hold on. Give me like a good image here. You're on your phone's on your knees. You're in
So
bed.
this is
Jamie,
me
pull
lying
that
down.
up. Yeah.
Knees are up. Phone balance on knees. Head is like here. I'm just lying down.
So we're talking like removing rib. You know?
That is not what we're talking about.
Oh, okay. So anyway, we're here.
So we thought we would take this opportunity to once again, as we have tried dozens of times before, try to reinvigorate the podcast.
You motherfucker.
It's not me. All right.
We've never been more invigorated.
I've never been more invigorated. Yeah.
More invigorated.
So we thought we would do that by we watched a quick little Age of Cage movie called Gunslingers 2025. And well, it's not called Gun. It's from 2025, and Gunslingers 2025.
Would have been a better name.
Would have been a way better. Would have sounds like a much cooler movie. But unfortunately, here we are. So we thought we would do that to dish a little bit on that, and then also freestyle a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about the Oscar nominations that came out and anything else that comes to mind. This is cinema. So here we go. Let's begin. and we'll try to put time codes. So we'll start with, if you don't want to hear about it, Gunslingers 2025. But I think these,
But you do.
yeah, you do, and I think these
You
are
do.
more fun because it's like, I think when it's a good movie, there's a lot of pressure where like, no, like just go see the movie, like, and then come back and we'll discuss it. But I think with this, we have the benefit of telling people about a movie that they will probably never see and they probably never should see, and we get to give them,
Yeah,
our interest.
absolutely.
So yeah, so
Where to start with this one? I think is somewhere to start. I would say is the thing I first noticed about this movie was that it was pretty much entirely made by one guy, which is always a good sign. It's always a good sign when either no one wants to work with you or finance you or
what's an even
do anything.
what's an even better sign is, by the way, that's also why I don't get any dates, because it's like if you it's a good sign if you've never been in a relationship, if you've never, you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah. A little lore for you there. So what I was gonna say is also a good sign when you start a movie and there's 20 logos.
Dude, I didn't expect, like, I know that's like a classic like joke, but I remember you said like we were doing like over under, and I think there were in total like 13.
We got to about 13, yeah. Different
and
little
you were
movie
saying
logos,
like, yeah, you joked about like 5, and then it just kept going forever.
Yeah, because my last frame of reference for this kind of thing was like the Humanity Bureau was like that, and War of the Worlds was like that, so you see a trend where these movies are so terrible that they need to like beg all these random studios you never heard of for a few bucks to scrape together the money to produce these. But yeah, then like as you said, of course, then you see directed, written, executive produced, edited, sound design, all by one guy.
AI prompt generated by,
and I feel bad.
I guess that's
What's his name?
I mean,
Brian Skiba.
Yeah, I was actually curious. I was starting to look into him. His IMDb, he has 43 credits for directing, dating back to 2009. So that means over the course of 17 years, he's directed 43 movies.
Whoa.
Which is always, I think, a great sign. If you think about Quentin Tarantino, he's famous. He's like, I'm going to do 1 million movies. And I'm going to just spend as little time as possible on every single one of them.
And I am going to move to
this guy's following that formula. I will also say I don't see any of these rated high.
You have to.
I don't see any of these rated higher than 6 out
We're
of
going to
10.
leave that. We're going to pop that.
What did you say?
You don't want to. I'm not repeating that. Save that shit for the Kevin.
That's not. That was. I was talking as if I was Quentin Tarantino.
What?
Oh,
Feds listening into this shit.
Okay.
Okay, so where did we cut off then?
We cut off you talking about Brian Skibbity. And that he directed a lot of movies.
Brian Skibbity, yeah.
43 movies in the course of 17 years. The highest rating out of all of them being a 6.5 out of 10. He only has 2 movies that are rated above a 5 out of 10.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, if we've learned anything from Age of Cage, it's that the rating system is bullshit. Because we've been absolutely fucked by some terrible scores from Evan Lemolier, and we know how averages shape out. So I'm not worried about my poor Brian Skibbity here. Yeah, we understand.
Yeah,
he's exclusively referred to that. Now,
although we're going to be giving pretty Evan-like ratings, I think, when we rate this one in the Age of Cage list. Unfortunately,
probably it's going to be like Evan watching a Marvel movie in this bit. We're gonna be.
This is Evan's review of Spider-Man 2. 0.5 stars.
I will also say out of the 43 movies, it is ranked 38th of his all-time films.
So
all right.
Okay. He has
If
36
this
movies that are
is
better
what your
than
impression that he is, this is not a good impression.
Do we have a budget for this movie? To continue moving forward with it, we know that it was all made by this one guy. Some of the first images shown in the movie are AI, just so you're aware as well. We get a nice cityscape that is clearly. I think there's different like milestones. This, for me personally, is the first movie that I've watched that has generative AI in it.
It probably isn't, though. I mean,
and well, that's a fair point. The first one that I know of,
right,
that is so audibly noticeable because it looks like dog shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. That definitely was like, it's like that. And then I remember like the first movie, I saw a vape and I was like, bro, somebody hitting a vape instead of smoking a cigarette. That's crazy. So these are my markers and how I judge movies and how I rate them on
These are just a few of
Letterboxd
my incredible thoughts.
Vapes and AI, that's how you look at movies? Okay.
Basically.
Vapes and AI.
So
a Gen Z story.
I don't think we have a solid budget idea on this film, though. And
I tried looking
to it as a film from this point on.
Well, that's interesting. It's one of the few movies you can't find a script for, you can't find a budget for.
Yeah.
That's what the director Brian Sepka was saying. I can't find a script. I can't find a budget. And I don't know what his name is. I was just looking at the man's IMDb and I can't even remember.
Shout out Southeastern Pennsylvania Transit Authority. Brian Sepka.
I said Sibka.
Oh, okay. Brian's Matt
Skibbity. Brian Skibbity. I'm sorry.
Matt Skiba of Blink-182 fame when Tom DeLonge was out of the band. From my Blink-182 heads out there, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. They don't exist.
All right. So let's get what else happens.
From what I read, by the way, just a note on the budget. Nicolas Cage ranges from $1 million to $4 million for these types of movies for his pay. So we know it was at least that much. So,
which
I'm thinking 10. I'm thinking 10.
Out. I mean,
I'm thinking like 10. That's my guess.
That raises a good question too. Like, how many days of work do you think this is for him? He just comes on set.
He had 4.5 minutes of screen
time. It was only 4.5 minutes of screen time.
Almost 5. Yeah.
Okay, that's
the thing about a great actor. You pay them $4 million for a shitty movie, and
you pay them $1 million per minute. Can you fucking imagine?
You legitimately feel you get a lot of bang for your buck, because I felt like he was in that movie a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I noticed his presence very much.
It's interesting because Robert Downey Jr. for Spider-Man: Homecoming was paid $10 million for 8 minutes of screen time. So
we're actually making our way up in the world.
Yeah.
It's good.
Anyway,
do you think he just charges by the hour at this point? With all these terrible movies
he charges by the ancient Egyptian artifact that you gift him on an altar.
That's so true.
But yeah, talk
so
about
I mean
plot,
we can
right?
Yeah, the plot, I guess.
I think I'm starting to remember.
Basically doesn't matter. So like basically there's a guy, he's fighting some like federal agents. Pretty relevant.
Because he killed
Brian Skiba was on something.
Well, he killed a building.
He killed a So then he's getting hunted down by the Pinkertons.
Wait, he's the OG Luigi, by the way. Sorry.
Dude, literally though. Hold up. Holy shit.
Wait, Brian Skiba was cooking?
Brian Skiba cooked? Dude, can we do a thumbnail?
But yeah, no, he
Ryan
killed a
Skibbity cooked with this one. Does he know? Does he know? Okay. There you go. You're doing the post. All right. Jeff, you were saying.
But yeah, at the very start of this movie, it's do we even remember the name of the protagonist?
I can
of the
tell
main
you,
character? I don't know if you can call
Thomas
him a
Keller.
protagonist. Thomas Keller.
Yeah.
We witnessed Thomas Keller murder a Rockefeller and permanently scar and disfigure his brother.
Well, we don't know it's his brother yet.
At this
but
point, we don't know it's his brother.
Yes.
And
so
we
he
flash
sets him
forward.
on fire. He sets his face on fire. I don't
Very
know.
Two-Faced.
We
The Dark
need to
Knight,
stop and
it's
talk
like,
about this.
Yeah.
It literally is. Except the guy, you were not supposed to. I don't know. In the moment, the action in this movie. When I tell you, like, guys, that it is like, it's really hard to decipher. I'm going to say this now. All right, I will reveal this.
Yeah.
I watched this movie really high. I was really stoned. And I could not tell what the fuck was happening. But I will tell you the things that I remember from the action sequences were the use of CGI blood in this movie. Not even just like, it literally looks like Brian Skibbity, like, he put like JPEG images of blood. It looks like when we watch like the Minecraft without like the CGI VFX like fully finished. The blood splatters are just like pasted onto the screen. And I don't know, I immediately like, that looks bad, but it's also really disorienting, like in terms of like trying to actually follow what is happening action wise.
Well, if we're taking a route here that isn't necessarily chronological anyway, because it doesn't matter, we should also mention, I think, on the same note, the lighting.
The lighting is crazy.
It's actually it almost seems purposeful for a moment because it's so absurd, because you'll have moments where characters will step, out of a building or into a building, and suddenly it's black, and it's like they're in black and white.
Yeah, this whole first opening scene is in grayscale in like the middle of the woods,
right?
And it's supposed to look like wintry and like, but it looks like they're in like a volcanic ash, like some kind of biome. Like, I don't.
Also, I think, as obvious as it sounds, like when you make a period piece, all this stuff has to be like firing at a very high level so that you don't think that you don't realize that they're filming now. But it looks like someone's filming with their iPhone in 2025. You know what I mean? Like there's no immersion into this is 1910 or whatever the fuck. Like there's absolutely none, especially when it's light outside in that beginning. Yeah.
It looks like it's made for like a high school or college film class, rather than being made with a production budget that supports an actor of Nick Cage's caliber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is a common theme with some of these lower tier Nick Cage movies, right? Willy's Wonderland, maybe not Humanity Bear, that one's, we'll talk about it. But a lot of these lower tier Nick Cage movies are clearly, whether it's the acting or the cinematography or the quality, whatever, on every level besides his performance, you're like, a college student did this. And I think that for a lot of the times it is. I know for Willy's Wonderland, it was something like that. It was like a film student or something. And he's like giving them a break, like, oh, I'll do your movie for cheap, because I like your script. And I'm like, insane. So it's interesting. It's interesting, just as the common thread in the Cage movies. But like you said, like we start with, I think I was very confused at this part, but so like Thomas Keller tries to join their gang, the gang of outlaws, right? And they fake his hanging.
Well, that's after he's hunted down.
Yeah, he's hunted down.
When he was trying to get a drink of water and the man pissed in his water.
Oh, true, dude.
Yeah, I forgot.
That scene was funny, bro.
Yeah,
he had a massive bounty on his head because he killed the Rockefeller. So
he killed, and he's on the run.
Yeah. I could see that scene being in like one of those like Twitter like posts where it's like they're like describing everything that's happening in the scene, like but it's like the most like minute little like he was trying to get a drink of water and this man was evil. So
it was fully fed through AI. Fully fed through AI. Zero element of creativity or actual human touch. Just absolute slop.
Yeah.
So he tries to. They fake his death, right?
They fake his death for him.
They take pictures of his dead body.
You want to do your impression of that moment?
I think that's my that seems like the correct interpretation. Honestly, I'm still confused at exactly what happened.
I can explain it.
Okay,
I can
please.
Explain it because this was a big point because we watched this film together, even though we're all in separate states. You know, the magic of the internet. We're able to still spend time together and watch films. We were watching it together through Discord, and everyone was talking over the part and just trying to nitpick every little detail and ignored the entire story element of a very important piece.
You were locked in.
No. I just understood it because it was very obvious.
Okay.
But apparently it was too distracting for you guys. Because
so essentially, what was it, motherfucker?
It's exactly what you thought. They faked a hanging for him, gaining the evidence in order to be able to send off to like the FBI, to the Pinkertons, whatever, to show that this man was killed, so that way they could collect that bounty and use it to help fund the town. That's what the man Jericho does. He's essentially kind of like a cult leader for these outlaws who gets them all to fake their deaths, get money from the government, and fund this town so that way they can live on their own without any interference.
I guess I missed the 10 seconds where they explained that.
They didn't explain it. It was just kind of, you pay attention, it's an implied. But if you're talking over the whole time,
maybe you should be running the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, well. Over here.
Right, maybe it was more complex and I just picked up on it, but I felt like it was very simple to understand.
I got most of that.
I mean, I got most of that.
Shitting on the movie.
Yeah.
But I appreciate Jeff, especially for our listeners.
Yes.
So that's the basis of this town that he goes to. He's still living like outside of the town, but it gets set up that some people are still looking for him. His bitch wife, and his bitch son.
His wife,
you know,
his wife. No, not his.
It's not his wife.
His brother. His brother's wife is looking for him.
Well, spoiler.
We need to just
spoiler.
No, that's just like that is their relationship.
Yeah, it's a daughter. I thought it was
that you were introduced.
Are you? That was a gay boy with long hair.
It was a daughter.
It was a daughter.
What? Okay, well, I don't assume things like that.
He said, "This is my daughter."
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Wait, let me find the character's name.
What the abusive fucking or Thomas Keller? My God.
Her name is Grace. Literally,
her name is Grace.
Okay. And my name's Casey. All right. What do you?
We're way too early to be doing this kind of this rage bait circle jerk right now. All right, we gotta. So we're gonna talk about the Oscars too.
Yeah. So we meet his family, and they're looking for him, and the scene in which you saw that we get Nicolas Cage. Well, we saw Nicolas Cage earlier. He was he was shown as one of the people taking photos.
Yeah, he says,
but we get the
2, 1, action. Yeah.
It feels really offensive doing this voice on like multiple levels.
Okay, well, this is a good
throughout.
point to actually talk about the voice. So for some reason, in this
so
movie,
we come up on Nick Cage's first scene,
yeah,
where he actually is like the star of this scene for a minute. And what does he do?
he like his voice. He
Yeah.
he acts like. What did you say earlier? What was the comparison you made?
No, I'm not going to say.
Oh, okay.
I don't even remember.
I don't know. It just sounds like someone like took a cigarette and burned it onto his throat, and
yes,
and he punched his
those
throat.
commercials where the people have like the hole in their throat.
It's like he doesn't have a fucking. Yeah, it's crazy. And it's raspy.
I mean, you heard it. You heard us mocking it, and in the intro, we're doing this scene that specifically that we're talking about, but it's like truly baffling. I remember, like, for the first couple scenes he's in, just being in like pure disbelief. Because another thing that's really important to note is like he has this like southern. He's this raspiness, but he also has a southern draw. I believe there is one other character in the movie that has a southern accent.
Maybe. I can't even remember.
Which one?
I think it is Thomas Keller, and maybe that's it.
No, I think the brother as well.
Okay.
Maybe
3 for 3.
A hint.
So that's it. That's it though, because like the other people, I mean, I'll also mention, Heather Graham, who's a great actor, in Twin Peaks, in
Powers,
in Greg Araki's films, as well. She is, terrible in this. She's horrible in this movie. She did, and as we were talking, it's like so disorienting watching this film, like not understanding where it is at all. And as a viewer, you have no idea where, because like we're watching her character, Thomas Keller's bitch wife.
Can we clarify you're doing a joke about not just?
Yeah, I'm joking.
Because
I'm joking about saying. Yeah, I'm joking. She has like no accent. She's not even trying to seem like she's in the same world as Nick Cage, whatever he's trying to do. And then they also end this scene with the entrance of 2 characters who literally are like, I'm certain, like if you looked up their IMDb, they have to be like TikTokers who like wanted to be in a movie, because like that is actively what their performance is giving in this film. Like they talk like they're from California and are speaking into a phone. It's crazy. You know what I'm talking about?
It's like they're
like the bartenders
in the movie, or something. Like they're friends of the director, they're his daughter, whatever. Like it's how are you an actor tier? Like, so she and her daughter are looking for Jericho, right? Who's as we mentioned, the mayor of the town. And I want to mention also, I was able to find exactly one video on YouTube about this movie in its development, and it's an interview that someone did with Brian Skibbity, and he mentioned that the role of Jericho was what they originally wanted Nicolas Cage for, but when he met with Nicolas Cage said he was way more interested in his character Ben, and he thought it would be way more interesting to explore that character. So of course they let him do it, because
Nick Cage is like, I want to do way less work.
It's more interesting. It is more interesting, I think. The mayor's just like classic suave Western, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yes. There is, we'll get to like Nick Cage's character. He has like somewhat a semblance of like some kind of arc. There's a character arc here.
It does feel like maybe it's like that part of the movie was Nicolas Cage being like, guys, keep rolling. Like, I'm gonna give you like something here. I'm gonna give you this story. And they're like, Nicolas Cage. We and they're like, it's Nicolas Cage. Like, we can't, we gotta let it keep rolling. But then Brian Skibbity was like, no, cut that. It's ruining, and then it's like, bro, what are you doing? You're cutting the only interesting part. Because the whole movie, we're all like, when's Nick Cage gonna fucking start shooting guns? When's he gonna do something? When's he gonna whatever? And I think Brian Skiba doesn't understand that that's the only reason anyone ever watched this movie. And again, credit to Nick Cage. The only reason I think even on top of that, we watched it was because of his fucking voice and those clips going around of his insane voice. And it worked. We watched the movie.
Best marketing they could get.
Yeah. He's like single-handedly carrying.
You couldn't show clips of anyone else because their acting was so horrible.
Yeah. So, anyway. So yeah.
What's next?
If we're just doing broad strokes, Heather Graham and her daughter are looking for Jericho to find Thomas Keller because they need his help because they're on the run from her husband, who we don't know yet is his brother. What's his name? It is Robert Keller.
Robert.
Yes. And so basically in the process of, trying to figure this out, he pulls up with his squad, his gang, right? And he's like, I'm here for Thomas. This is, by the way, like 80% of the movie. Where is Thomas?
Yeah, dude, literally, this is where the plot stops. And I want you to know the pacing of this film is crazy because it's like there's no sense of like actually like if this movie was him like following from like a town to town or like hunting and like finding clues to like find this guy or there's some kind of cat and mouse
build
like,
up. Yeah,
that does not happen at all. The movie, like you say, like broad strokes. That is exactly how it happens. She shows up in town. She goes to a room, and within 5 minutes, they're literally like firebombing the hotel. Like fucking.
Funny is he keeps doing this thing, this sort of like cliche villain thing, but he does it 20 million times. Where it's like, you got 3 minutes to surrender.
Dude, the amount of time. The amount of times that
the amount
like,
of ultimatums.
Like, yeah. And then he's like, all right, here's this ultimatum. And then they're like, let's make a deal, but don't screw us over. And then he screws them over. That happens 3 separate times.
Also, in between, at least twice, he's face to face with his brother. He could shoot him. He could shoot him in the leg. He could kill him.
He could have grabbed him. Yeah.
But instead, they just talk calmly and then return back to their positions.
Yeah, that's really absurd. I'm here to arrest you. We're face to face. All right, I'll see you later. It makes no fucking sense.
They repeatedly have like in between each of those like the I don't know like temporary ceasefires they have where they're like fucking
they call them truces.
I just love that they like when they go back to shooting, it literally is like nobody. I mean, obviously, no one important dies. There's that one part where Mary gets shot. I believe.
Well, should we tell some of the stories of these characters? So
sure, yeah.
Like Nicholas. Wrap it up, guys. No one cares. So Nicolas Cage plays a former gunslinger who shot at. Wow, I don't even remember what he do. He shot everybody up and killed innocent people, and then he was like, "I'm never going to touch a gun again," and became religious.
I ride with the Lord.
Yes, he rides with the Lord.
Yeah.
And he's constantly
born-again Christian.
always reading the Bible. You should read it,
Has glasses in the shape of crosses.
Yes,
which
awesome.
legitimately look incredible. I want a pair.
Again, and I have to assume that it was his idea. He probably just showed up with them. So then should we talk about Lynn? Lynn the goat?
True, dude, hold up. Best character in the fucking movie.
By C Ma.
Why is random Asian guy?
Well, they explain it.
I guess. What?
They gave him a backstory. They gave him the
stereotypical backstory.
Oh, dude, I do.
It's stereotypical because it is probably the only reason in historically why he would be there.
I know, but then I felt like they could have done more with that. That's fine.
No, they should have. Obviously, they should have done more with that.
They just made it like the most basic possible story.
Right.
Okay, it's the 1800s. He came over to work on railways. What was his story?
His grandfather.
His grandfather.
His grandfather got killed, and so he became an outlaw. Which is pretty. Again, it's like it's a good concept. Like I don't mind seeing it, but he didn't do anything with it.
Luigi.
So they gave him a cool monologue
pro Luigi
listing out events that happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt like he told his life story as generated by ChatGPT.
And for the other characters, I'm not really sure. I mean, Jericho's daughter is one of the TikTok girls.
Yeah.
That's Sly Stallone's kid, right?
Right. Yeah, it's one of the Stallone daughters.
Rose Stallone.
Oh, she actually.
She is.
Are you serious?
She is. Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Again, it's like, why did she do this? I have to assume she could have been in a Marvel movie if she wanted to, with her connections.
Not with her acting skills. Even
have
Marvel,
you seen some of the later?
Has some standards. She doesn't have the name brand recognition to go with a lack of skills.
Yeah, and in reality, it does confuse me because I feel like that level, you're an insanely famous actor's daughter. I have to assume they can afford to just turn out some acting classes and then make her fucking like Spider-Man's girlfriend or some shit, in some sort of thing.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Or they can make you bartender in Gunslingers 2025.
Yeah, instead she's in this film where she's supposed to be playing a period appropriate bartender, which she has the most 2025 eyebrows I've maybe ever seen in my life.
2025 everything, the voice, the hair,
the voice. She's speaking like she's from the fucking valley because she is. And she never learned how to do anything besides just speak as she does.
The costuming is also terrible.
There are people
wearing just like
the white buffalo look like they belong.
People wearing like cardigans in this movie. Like, why is that one? There's that one guy, that one outlaw with like the long hair, who's just like wearing a little gay cardigan.
We don't know his name.
Don't know.
He's one of the generic ones. I honestly don't even know if they were given names, genuinely, or their names are said. So there's this back and forth with the brothers, and then I want to mention also the daughter, Heather Graham's daughter, gets absolutely mistreated in this movie. Okay, first of all, within the context of it being a movie, there's so many points where they're obviously like she's supposed to be there, but she's not. Because children can only work like 4 hours a day on movies legally, so they're just like, yeah, she's upstairs inside of a suitcase.
True, they do put her inside of a suitcase, and then.
To be fair, that's during shootout scenes, so I understand the idea of we can hide her off screen, right? Makes sense. Kid isn't going to be out holding a gun during the shootout.
That would have been wrong.
The amount of times that it happened.
That would have been wrong.
As well as just like in random points where she's just in a suitcase made no sense at all. And it was just as a tool to get out of that because they had like a 13-day schedule to shoot this entire movie.
And but even the concept of putting her in the suitcase, it does not protect her, obviously. If anything, I think it's more horrific because there's like, I imagine there'd be suspense of opening the suitcase. Like, is my daughter going to be alive or riddled with bullets? Like, I don't know. Insane. So
yeah, like they're acting as if it's like some bulletproof material or like uncrackable thing. Like it's a goddamn safe or a goddamn Halliburton suitcase. It's just a regular ass suitcase, and it just is very clearly not going to help.
Does anyone remember what like the B or C plot is during one of the last shootouts where Jericho and his daughter go like underground to find some gold or something? Like, I feel like
I forget what the purpose of
I
that
have
no
idea.
fucking clue what you're even talking
Okay,
about.
all right, whatever.
Jericho.
Oh, guns! No, it was guns.
Sly-
It was guns. I remember now.
Oh, they were going to get
Yes.
guns because
Yeah.
they needed to be equipped
Okay.
for the shootout.
My bad.
And because they're
Yeah.
outlaws, of course, none of them have
For like the
guns.
fourth
They're all-
shootout.
Yeah. Welcome to
No,
the
they-
welcome to
underground
the
in
town of deadly outlaws. Oh, our guns are in a cave.
Yeah, they have to keep up appearances. All right, these things.
Well,
make
it is
sense
also the town
for
is called
people with eyes
Redemption,
to
guys.
see.
It's
The town is called
Redemption
Redemption.
because it's all the
I just will call it Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, geez,
Let's
can
try
we
to
talk
get
about
more on
that?
the
Might as
I mean,
well
how this
fuck
is
off.
obviously
Might as well save 1 hour and a half of your life
Redemption.
and go play Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like
much more worth it than
the
playing
worst
this
Red Dead
watching
mission you've ever fucking played.
would be the worst Red Dead mission would be 80 times better than the best moment of this movie.
What is the worst Red Dead mission?
Um,
I don't know. I'll think about it. Go ahead.
It's not a bad one. So
I mean, calling the town Redemption, obviously it makes sense, like thematically or whatever the fuck, but you have to think that like everybody's first thought is Red Dead Redemption. Like, do you think he knew that Brian Skibbity like making this movie?
I think
and didn't have a problem with it. Like,
I think ChatGPT had the idea.
True.
Like, I have to assume if you give us any input about making a Western movie, naming the town Redemption is one of the first things it would do. You know what I mean? I feel like it's kind of a giveaway that it was AI.
Yeah.
But
with that,
yeah.
I mean, now I'm just thinking about like how much of this movie was actually made with AI. It's probably like edited with AI editing software.
The editing
probably.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's the lighting, the shooting is terrible, the action is terrible. It's there's
nothing redeemable about it. Nick Cage's performance, is 4 to 5 minutes.
And I think that's why it's the worst Nick Cage movie so far. Not because it's his worst performance necessarily, but because he can't make this fun. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's like a hair in the soup. You know what I mean? You can't drink the soup no matter how good the soup is. There's too much hair in it. There's clumps of pubic hair in the soup. The soup is Nicolas Cage's performance, by the way.
Yes.
So, there you go. Because you can have good soup. You can have mid soup, but you're not gonna drink pubic hair. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, yeah. I mean, this, we had some kind of mishap a while ago at this point, in which we watched one of the worst Nick Cage movies ever, but absolutely hilarious fucking banger watch, The Humanity Bureau, which once we rewatch it and put that fucking episode together, it's gonna be an all-timer. So be prepared. That might be coming up soon. Let us know what you want to see next on Age of Cage, but
definitely let us know. I was just gonna say that I hope people do tune in for that one because I think it is the perfect example of this is a terrible movie that is made absolutely hilarious and fun to watch by Nicolas Cage. And then you have the flip side of this is a terrible movie that even Nicolas Cage cannot save. You know, like you didn't give us enough of Nicolas Cage to save it.
And I do think that, like, I think of Red One as in, like, this movie is so equivalent to Red One for me. It's like
it's anti-movie.
Yeah, everything about it feels just like born from like hatred and everything bad in the world. Nothing redeemable.
Even in redemption, you can't find redemption.
There you go.
Damn.
That should be a tagline for the movie. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
What was the movie's tagline? Let me find
How does the movie end?
How does the movie end? So Robert Keller kidnaps Thomas Keller's daughter.
Well, we didn't get to that point. During the 9 different times where they had a shootout and a standoff, met with a truce where the brothers could interact, and you gain little semblance, piece by piece, of what their story is. In the midst of that, at some point, everyone's just tired of shooting. Everyone wants to just, sit around, I don't know, go on Smoko or something. And and the woman who came searching for him, who was his brother's wife, who came with her daughter, reveals to him, it's revealed over time that they had a romantic relationship, him with his brother's wife, and that he is actually the biological father of what he had assumed was his niece. And immediately is like, because of course he's a protagonist who has no character traits at all besides just being the protagonist. He's going to always do the right thing, even though he's an outlaw. So he's going to raise her. He's going to run off with the woman and the girl to go raise her. But getting to what Casey said, the girl is kidnapped as an excuse to draw Thomas out, because it was really difficult for Robert to get Thomas alone. He wasn't able to do that 20 times during the film.
And this is where I will give a little bit of credit to someone else, which is, I think, the next, obviously Nicolas Cage. He's most interested in him, but I do think the brother Robert Keller, I think that he did put some effort in for whatever it's worth.
He's putting his into the role. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I like
what? Yeah. What do you mean? He's putting his.
I was caught off guard, and then I thought about it. I was like, yeah.
I had to really ponder that, but you're right. He did put his. So.
Okay, you can say pussy, Nabil. It's not faggot. You
know what? Because I'm an ally, I'm not going to censor that. There we go.
Thank you. Thank you for not censoring queer voices.
Exactly. But if Jeff were to say it, I would have to censor it. So So Jeff, don't say it. And then we'll put a censor beep right there so that everyone thinks he said it. So
everyone thinks he said it. Yeah, but everyone, you said it.
I won't do that.
You said that.
I won't do that. I'm such an ally that I would never actually do that.
I won't do that.
No.
The clip and what you're doing. I think that makes it
so. Wow, Jeff, you really did say that.
Right.
It's pretty fucked up.
We're giving Jeff the Connor Dolphin treatment, I think, is what you're saying.
Yeah, we're giving him that. Yeah, basically. And another bleep here. And another bleep there.
Just don't talk. No, okay, listen. All right. It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Okay. Wait, somewhere in here, Nick Cage fires his guns for the first time. He starts shooting.
Yeah, so I think in the midst of this Keller business.
So the daughter's kidnapped, and at the same time, the final stand between the
they're gonna hang Lynn. They're gonna hang Lynn, and we were all worried for Lynn.
True, dude. I forgot about this, dude. He's my goat.
I believe Octavio said that he would disconnect and leave and not watch the movie anymore if they killed Lynn.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is funny. And luckily they didn't, thanks to Nicolas Cage and Jericho.
Mary.
I don't know why. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so
I don't know what their connection is. They
don't explain it.
Oh, no one does. No one does. It's never explained. But the whole point of the movie for Nick Cage is he's sitting there in the 5 minutes of screen time he gets. He's talking about how he's reformed. He no longer wants to use guns. He doesn't want to kill people, and it's all just clear setup from the get-go for him to have a massive shootout, because there's also other people talking about how he's the greatest gunslinger ever.
Yeah.
Classic Western.
Yeah.
Type shit. I will also say confidently, I've never watched a Western.
This is your first Western? Jesus Christ.
This is my first Western. And, it's only up from here, guys.
Definitely have seen some, like No Country for Old Men.
That
is that a Western?
It's kind of it's a proto-Western.
Yeah.
But you know what you should watch? Tombstone.
Okay.
Val Kilmer.
The Spider-Man villain.
Okay. So
the pizza brand, frozen pizza brand.
The reason I brought up Robert Keller being a good actor is because I do think this sort of last confrontation is, like, compared to the rest of the movie, marginally somewhat interesting, because he's putting his whole Keller-usi into the role, and
there you go.
He holds the daughter hostage, and Keller's there with Heather Graham, and there's the reveal of, it's your daughter, and he's like, I'm gonna kill her unless you kill me, and so he has to make this, because it's also in one of their 20 confrontations they reveal that it's like, we made a promise to never harm each other since we were little boys.
True.
And so he's telling
you, like when you're a little kid with your brother, how you're like, we're never going to hurt each other.
Right.
Yeah, because that's how all brothers act, instead of, hating each other and fucking actively trying to hurt each other 99% of the time.
It's like me and Jeff in fucking kindergarten or first grade.
No, okay.
What?
I'm sure. I don't have any recollection. Is this a story time?
Jeff, I've told you this story like 4 times. We talked about this. Jeff threatened to punch me. In the first grade for taking.
I didn't harm you.
For taking what?
You didn't. We would for like basically not letting him cut in line.
Yeah.
And I was a rule follower. And
man, how the times change. Yeah.
I know, bro. But it's okay. We've resolved our issues, but we were kind of just like them. That was literally just like us, because we were never actually going to hurt each other. It was just the threat of violence. So you were saying?
I was saying that they made a promise to never hurt each other, but he says, you have to fucking shoot me in the head, or I'm going to shoot your daughter in the head. And so there's this, this gut wrenching moment where.
Oh yeah, it was real gut wrenching. We were all in tears.
Yeah, he shoots him.
It's what Skibbity was going for.
He shoots him, and someone was like, oh, it's like a happy ending. The daughter's like with her real dad now or something, and we're like, no, it's not. She thought her dad was the other dude. He who gets shot in the head right in front of her, 3 inches from her face.
But she doesn't give a fuck about it.
She doesn't care. She doesn't because the movie's written horribly.
Bro.
You know how, like, when you're a kid, if you were to witness someone get shot in the fucking face, How you
wouldn't
just
care.
you're like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, you'd be like, "What's for lunch?" Yeah,
Because you're just a kid. It's fine. No one seemed to care. Everyone was just happy. It was just like, oh, this was the best day ever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they go back. Nicolas Cage saves the day, and more or less, I think that's the end of the movie from what I remember. And the post-credit scene. The post-credit scene, for those who remember, there's another member of the outlaw village who sort of betrays them during the movie. He goes to the he tunnels underneath some shit.
From one of the 19
literally
standoffs that
so
they had.
stupid. That's so dumb.
He tunnels.
He goes over to their team somehow.
He goes over to their team and he's like, you can take this secret passage and ambush them and kill them." And he's like, "Okay, thank you." So, and then the rest of the movie goes by, and I'm sure you forget about it like everyone else did. And then the post-credit scene is he's like being all sleazy at some poker game at a bar, and then two of the members of the outlaw gang show up for revenge, and he's like, "It's you guys," and it's like, and the credits,
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
So
like
that was the plot of Gunslingers.
That was a movie.
It was a movie.
Like I was thinking about it, at times during this review, we bounced around a lot, and it could maybe be confusing for the audience. For all audience members, if you were confused by us reciting what the story is, give the movie a try, and I think you'll realize we made it much more clear.
For everyone who was disappointed by us stabbing ourselves in the neck for you, try stabbing yourself in the neck. Just don't clip that, guys.
That's compared to having yourself in the neck with actual castration. Like
awesome. Everybody go listen to Interpol Obstacle 1. Good ass song. Sorry, the chorus is, "And you're stabbing yourself in the neck." It's an in joke. It's a little in joke for all my Interpol fans out there. The band, not the international.
Yeah,
police.
I'm not a fan of the international police, actually.
The band.
Yeah.
The band, I promise.
Okay.
So yeah, this movie, if you ever want to waste an hour and 45 minutes of your life that you'll never get back, it's good for doing that. And what else? What else is it good for?
It's good for nothing.
Podcast episode. It's good for like a quarter or three quarters of a podcast episode.
It might make listening to this a little funnier, right? I mean, if you saw it, but also I genuinely just don't think anyone should watch it. Like, it's kind of a waste of time.
Yeah. Don't watch it on Netflix. That's for sure.
That's for sure. I doubt it's even on Netflix. It's probably like straight.
It is for whatever fucking reason.
Wow.
It's on Netflix. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty surprising.
That's crazy. Brian, what was his name? Brian Skibbity got a fat paycheck for that Netflix licensing. Probably, which is really sad. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay. So, should we talk about the Oscars, or is there anything else?
We should talk about our ratings, and final thoughts. Ratings and final thoughts. Each person. All right, we've done this before.
I think we know where this is going.
All right, yeah. Nabil?
Yeah, so I assume we're still continuing the letterbox system, which means this gets a 0.5 for me out of 5.
Reasoning? Any final thoughts?
Reasoning, it is the worst movie that Nicolas Cage is featured in that we've watched so far, and Nicolas Cage is given no time to try and save it and shoulder the burden of the movie. And his performance is clearly neutered to a large degree. I'm not sure exactly which degree, but I guess again, like the fact that we watched this ended up, or anyone watched it probably because of the 10-second clip of him doing the most insane voice you've ever heard in a movie tells you everything you need to know, I think, about why the problem is not Nicolas Cage. So for that reason, it's my lowest, but I hope people understand that it's not an indictment of Nicolas Cage's performance necessarily. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I also gave this half a star. I legitimately remember, taking a night to just kind of sleep on it. I was like, I'm not going to do my review yet.
Yeah.
And I woke up the next morning before I went to work and I was like, I just got to put this out real quick. I legitimately think it's the worst movie I've ever watched. And I'd say there are movies that are probably there are probably movies that are worse for other reasons. I don't know what makes a bad movie, right? There are movies that are probably worse content wise, whether that's hateful or bigoted or prejudiced in some way, or this movie is another level of nothing. There's just nothing there except Nick Cage's funny voice, and it doesn't get old. I think it continues to be funny each time he speaks, but as you said, it doesn't help the movie. It doesn't carry nearly enough weight, and that's not something that would have been possible, or how much everything else in this movie weighs it down. That's my takeaway.
All right, Jeff, rating and final thought.
And it was.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I don't.
All right, learning restraint is good.
I will say, before I get into my rating and final thoughts, an important note that Casey had was that this is the worst movie they've ever seen. I got some counterpoints here. Let's go through them. I think for one, C.I. Ape. That's a movie I know we've all watched.
True. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got more enjoyment out of that line than this movie times 2. So yeah, I mean, maybe it has
literally the amount I laughed at. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of fun watching this movie together. I think any bad movie, you can get enjoyment out of watching it together with a group of friends. So I don't think that we still enjoyed watching it together, though I can understand entirely why you're this is a terrible movie. But C.I. Ape, I think from an objective point of view is worse. War of the Worlds.
No, that's fun. That is hilarious. What are you talking about?
That's hilarious.
It's a ride.
Because of how bad of a movie objectively it is. And obviously there's limitations, and it's it was all done over fucking Zoom. So it's very clearly
the worst crime of a movie is boring. I truly believe that. I think as a visual art form, and I think that's actually, I would say, the biggest issue with this movie. It is visually disgusting.
Yeah.
It is disgusting to watch. There's nothing that grabs your eye. There's nothing that and it's why you wouldn't watch them. It's not stylistic. It's not they wanted it to be lo-fi. No, they're using seemingly nice equipment. The movie just looks like dog shit. And I think that for me is what really, like, those other movies, even like CI fucking Ape, which literally the CGI monkey looks like garbage. It's still at least visually compelling because there is a fucking CGI monkey on the screen that is like, happy birthday. And he's like, so I think that's the issue for me. It's like visually, I'm like, again, if you think of film as a visual art form combined with like secondary, I would say storytelling art form storytelling art form through visual more than anything. Like, script does not have to be, a movie doesn't even need to have fucking dialogue. A character doesn't even need to have dialogue. Fucking Willy's Wonderland.
Well, it's like a car without wheels or whatever.
Itself,
you know what I mean? Like, it's part.
An example of a bad movie to justify. Like, I don't know.
Red
You're
Notice,
one bad movie
Red Notice,
another.
Red One, Morbius,
Red One,
Minecraft movie,
all the Red movies,
Minecraft movie, Humanity. No wait,
seen all of these. Well, no, I haven't seen Red Notice, but
The Room.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Room.
Uncut Gems.
It's got character. It's got
Uncut Gems. I'm gonna give it an actual shot.
Marty Supreme.
Yes, that'll.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
All right.
All right.
So, Jeff, your rating or any other final thoughts on the movie?
Yeah. So, when I look at a rating for a film, there's plenty of different ways you can break it down. You could rate every single element of the movie, right? I think in order to emphasize exactly why my rating is the way it is, I have to rate specific elements. So 1, writing. Possibly top 5 worst writing I've ever experienced in a movie. It's very bad. Very bad. I mean, the fact that you have a period piece that doesn't feel like it belongs in any period of human history at all is an indictment on the project you made.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And that ties directly into the acting. The acting is terrible. I mean, let's not get it twisted. There are a couple people who have some really great performances. Nicolas Cage does. That is specifically because he is a character actor in this piece. He is silly, lighthearted comedy layered onto this god-awful movie. And then you had Robert, the guy who played Robert Keller, going above and beyond to the point where it felt like he was overacting. And then everyone else felt like they were forced to be in a high school play because there weren't enough people auditioning. It was terrible. It was terrible. So those two components.
Dude, this is kind of. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jeff.
No, you can cut me off. I was just saying that's a good bulk of the score, but
this is you just reminded me of a certain play that we were in together in high school. That was a sort of Western. If you recall,
Darian was a priest.
I do recall. So back in high school, as a joke elective for me, I decided I wanted the easy class. You know, we went to a very good high school where pretty much every other class I was taking was AP for like the last couple years of high school. And so there was this one class that was called Theater Honors. It wasn't, it was the easiest of the easy. It was the first time the class had ever been set up. It was with a teacher who we all love, but admittedly isn't the hardest grader. I think he would admit he's not the hardest grader. And so we had to put on plays. And the first play that we did like an interpretation of The Lottery. I had to give a giant monologue. I said, that's fine. I don't mind it. next play, I'd rather not have to do a giant monologue. I'd rather not be like, one of the main characters. And he said, fine. Because I'm like, it's my senior year of high school. I've already been accepted into college. I want this to be as easy as possible. Give me a C. I don't care. So then for the next one, he's like, I'm going to make you the bartender. You're going to have no lines. And this is the Western that Casey was referring to. He wound up rewriting the entire story to make the bartender have the most lines and have extremely long monologues, and had Casey direct it and just cast me as the bartender. At first, like, legitimately, I had 7 words of dialogue, and then it transformed into like 30% of all the words said were me. Maybe not that extreme, but it was bad. It was a lot. And it was this Western about trying to find people. It was a disaster.
It was very similar to this movie. Jeff did the exact same voice as Nicolas Cage, kind of predicted this whole thing.
I did not.
Beautiful.
I could not.
And I directed him. I directed him to do that.
I could not. Casey was directing me to do that. Casey was like, "You should act like Nick Cage does in Gunslingers," and I was like, I don't like Nick Cage.
Should talk like you.
Where can I watch that movie?" And Casey was like, "Oh, it's not out yet. It comes out in 2025."
It comes out in 20. Well, it's called Gunslingers 2025. So.
And so I was like, "How do you know that? This is we're in the 2010s." Like, and then Casey revealed that they're a time traveler.
Yeah, exactly. This is all to say, Jeff, your final rating.
Yeah, so those terrible pieces, the acting and the writing. And I'm going to offset it with some things that I really liked. Nicolas Cage, 10 out of 10. I'm notably not the biggest Nick Cage fan. Gets me into strife with these two. But within this, I thought his character
Jeff's like, this is the best Nicolas Cage movie.
Because he's only seen these type of movies.
No,
Nicolas Cage. He hasn't seen
a lot of these.
I
understand. I understand that he has like legit acting. That's fine. Okay. Legit acting is great. I'm a big fan of legit acting. In the context of this movie, legit acting couldn't save it. Him doing character work with this goofy, raspy-ass voice that he has, and this stupid character who is just like so cookie-cutter easy, and yet he finds depth in it, makes it really exciting to the point where where you see him on screen, you're like, oh shit, we're gonna get another moment here. That really saves a lot of this movie. He does do a large part of the heavy lifting. And then, if it's like, if you view it as like a friend slop kind of movie, it's a 10 out of 10 friend slop kind of movie. So I think collectively, those pieces of just being able to have a movie that you can laugh and make fun of, and there are legitimate, like, standalone, hilarious moments, bump it up to where I can give it, and I think this may be a bit of a reach, but I'll go with it anyways, a solid 3 out of 10.
What is it?
3 out of 10, so 1.5.
1.5 stars.
On a Letterboxd scale, all right.
Oh, on a Letterboxd scale, yeah, 1.5 stars, and that's a bit of a reach. I'd probably put 1.
Okay, so is 1 your final answer?
Yeah, I'll go 1. I'll go 1 out of 5.
Okay. All right.
So that gives us
1 out of 5. Would watch again.
That gives us an average of 6.66 stars out of 5.
Points rounds up to 0.67.
Yeah, we'll do that for the.
Don't do that. Don't.
That's too late. So, this is officially, as we expected, the lowest ranked Nicolas Cage movie in Filmatic's Age of Cage. So, as a reminder, here's the bottom 3. The bottom at number 16 right now, Gunslingers, average 0.67. Number 15, National Treasure Book of Secrets with an average.
Wait,
Guinness Book of Secrets.
wait. The first one?
No,
Or
Book
is
of
that the
Secrets.
No, it's
Second
the
one.
second.
I don't think the second was that bad, but okay.
Okay, it's.
I don't
President's
remember.
Book
I
of
haven't watched it
Secrets,
since I
that's
was
different.
a kid. Maybe I need to give it a rewatch. I'll let the fans.
Low-key,
know.
I feel like 1.5 might be too high for that one, but it's in stone now.
It is
I remember
so
liking that one.
terrible.
That's the one where it starts off where it's like in like Antarctica, and
That's
they're
the first
like walking.
It's the first movie.
I thought that was like
Jeff,
tiny.
I know you
Okay.
haven't seen it in a while. It's okay.
So that's second to last, and then at the third to last, number 14 is The Sorcerer's Apprentice. So those are our bottom three.
Did I watch that one with you
It
guys?
feels like
I don't know.
Sorcerer's Apprentice is so much more enjoyable than both of those fucking movies. There's such large gaps between that, but
Talk about even bigger gap.
yes,
The one
that's where
after
we're
that
at right now.
is the first Ghost Rider. So the gap just gets
True.
But hopefully things will be filling in these large.
And what's our top rated?
Top rated number 3, Face Off.
Off.
Nice.
Called it.
Dude,
Well,
they're playing at my local theater.
Okay,
They're playing
next
at my
one.
local
Next.
theater soon. I think like next month. I'm gonna go see it.
Please do. Oh, it's incredible.
Next one's gonna be National Treasure.
Nope. Next one is Adaptation.
Yeah, that's fair.
With an average of 4.83 out of 5, as deserved. And number 1 with an average of 5, which means it got a 5 from everyone who watched it and reviewed it, is Wild at Heart. The David Lynch directed Nicolas Cage film. So, yeah.
So that's where we're at with Nicolas Cage. Age of Cage will continue to let you guys behind the scenes a little bit. We've come up with more, we're not going to tell you exactly what we're doing. Can't give you too much of an idea how the sausage is made, but we've come up with what people are calling a schedule to record and watch movies.
Yeah, I was waiting for the voice.
Together.
Throw me a freaking bone here. Literally, dude.
So, we're trying to get on our shit. Not because we feel obligated to put this out, but because we have fun. And if for the 1 or 2 people listening to this, hope you're enjoying.
And we hope one day to increase the viewership numbers to, instead of 1 or 2, 6 or 7. So.
Good.
What are we?
That joke will help us get there. We're going viral.
We are going viral.
We are going. People on the streets are saying. All right.
With that, we're gonna wind down. As we wind down the podcast, we're gonna freestyle wind down and talk about the Oscars, the Oscar nominations,
The Oscars. Sinners. Who has seen it?
So actually, wait. Just for clarity for me, because actually, like I don't pay attention to any of this. The Oscars, have they already happened, or is it just the nomination? Because it was Golden Globes that happened, right?
Yeah, Golden Globes.
All right. Well, you explain what the Oscars. So basically, the Oscars are where movies receive awards.
The Oscars are in March.
And now you may say, Jeff, you may be saying, isn't that the Golden Globes? Well, kind of. And you may be saying, well, isn't that the Brit Awards?
Well, kind of.
And you may be saying
and you may be saying, why do they all have so many awards? Because they like to jerk each other off. They like to do cocaine and give each other shiny things and wear nice thousands of dollar outfits, hundreds of thousands,
and have sex with children.
I'll censor that. That's good. That's good.
And live in Israel. Whoa!
I'll mention that one.
Don't worry, I'm burping to censor it.
All right.
So, yeah, dude, rest in peace, Kevin Spacey. You know, whatever happened to that guy?
Dude,
Did you
no,
see
he's doing great.
that video of the tap
I
dance?
did it my way, dude. It's so fitting.
No,
he's
dude,
singing that.
the tap dancing one. I was like, I lost it.
I haven't seen either of
There
these
is
videos.
so
Cue that right now.
come
It's
on.
not gonna get
Is
copyrighted.
it,
Put that in here.
this is like
Put it in right here.
No, because none of this is going in the fucking podcast.
Why?
None of this is
Why?
going in.
No, we're not talking about Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, whoa, Jeff. Whoa, why'd you say that, bro? Hold on. What?
I
All
thought
was
that
trying
was
to.
what this is all in reference
No,
to.
the
Jeff,
video is
whoa,
not.
why are you-
The video is not an explicit video. The video is.
Yeah, no, I wasn't saying that it was an explicit video, but it's about
He did
Kevin
what in the
Spacey
video? Oh, whoa, hold on.
none of this is going.
I
in
feel
the
like you're
fucking
making it worse
podcast.
than it has to be.
Yes.
I feel like.
What do you mean I'm making it worse? Is this not what it's about?
No, we're talking about Kevin Spacey is in Israel because of
Because of his
the
actions.
many allegations and active lawsuits and his
Because he's a
for certain
and they will not hire him,
and
right? So what
that
he's doing now
yeah,
is he's teaching acting apparently, and also there was this video
to
that came,
Israeli actors. Yeah.
and there was this video that came out where he's doing some kind of show, and it's like a little compilation that someone took and leaked online, where it begins with him tap dancing. He's a 65-year-old. Like he's wearing really tight clothes. He's like a middle-aged man, or more than middle-aged man. So you know it's not the most graceful looking video, and he's tap dancing. I don't know much about tap dancing, but I don't think he's doing a great job. Or if he is, it looks weird. And it's just hilarious. And then he also sings "My Way" by Frank Sinatra, which is again insane with the allegations to be like, "I did it my way."
My way.
That's wild.
I believe the whole thing is like a Frank Sinatra like tribute show, from my understanding, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, it's like literally like Vegas residency for pedophiles is like going to perform Frank Sinatra "My Way" in Israel. It's awesome.
Anyway, so
we're cutting all of that.
We're not cutting all
that.
of that. We'll censor a lot of it. We'll censor all of it.
We're
censoring some of that.
Getting back to it now. Censor all of it.
So the Oscars are in March,
we
and the nominations have come out, and we wanted to discuss them and give our thoughts. Although I'm not gonna lie, this might be the first time in a while that I have not seen a lot of these, and some of them I don't even want to see, but I might have to. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh,
here we go.
Should we bring up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you just gonna read them off? Or are you gonna show them on the screen?
We'll put a graphic up. But you know, we have audio listeners too, so theoretically, so we should.
True. Yeah, absolutely.
Theoretically,
what list are you theoretical listeners?
I just googled Oscars nominations.
Academy emotion. Yeah, I'll just go to that. Yeah.
All right, so we'll start. I guess the way they listed it: actors in a leading role, and we have Marty Supreme, Timothy Chalamet.
Expected.
One Battle After Another.
Have you seen it?
No.
Have you seen? Sorry, I'm fucking interrupting. Anyway, just keep
we can talk. I mean, the point is to talk about it, but I guess I'll read the list first.
Let's go through the nominees so we can talk about it.
Okay. One Battle After Another, Leonardo DiCaprio. Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon, which I really want to see. Michael B. Jordan.
Do you really want to see that as well?
Yep.
Checks out.
Wagner Moura,
2 roles.
The Secret Agent. Okay.
Is he the I know who that is. He's the guy who plays Pablo Escobar, right?
I don't know.
In Narcos.
Is he?
I believe so. Okay, so let's do like who we want to win and prediction. Like who we want to win and who we think will win.
And then also
we could do that collectively.
Who we think is who we would pick for that role, not just the nominees.
Right, just
dude, give me $1 billion like I'm on the prediction market. We got our own little call sheet here.
True, call sheet
market. All right, so
who is going to win?
I think I haven't seen any of these movies.
No, but
I think Ethan Hawke is probably an underdog.
He's definitely the underdog here. Yeah.
Pick. I do think that it's probably going to go to Timothée Chalamet.
I will.
I think it's his moment to like. I don't think that it should. I don't know. I to be fair, I haven't seen the movie, but I kind of hate this motherfucker. But I think it will go to him. I don't want.
Let me just say something. I am the only person here who has watched the movie, and I generally agree with you. I hate Timothée Chalamet. Never liked him in anything. I think he's a bad actor. I go into this movie just hearing it's the movie of the year. You gotta watch it. It's like I was excited about the idea of like, oh, it's about a ping pong guy. It's A24. It's going to be a little weird, not your traditional story. I think Timothée Chalamet legitimately has an unbelievable performance in this. Like I was actually going in as a hater of Timothée Chalamet, just wanting him to look bad, and could not find fault. It's incredible casting on the part. It was a specific role that he would do well in, playing an arrogant, snaky little asshole. It was just made for him, but he does so well in it, and I think he's going to win. And I haven't seen all the movies on this list, but compared to the ones that I have, Sinners and One Battle After Another, I'm happy with it going to him over those two.
Well, I mean, I'm open to seeing. That is a pretty strong endorsement. That's probably the strongest endorsement I've heard so far from anybody, and that is enough to make me intrigued to maybe see it. I am the biggest Timothée Chalamet hater probably in the state of Florida. And, I guess we'll have to see. I can't really say much, but what I will say is I would like, having not seen this movie, Blue Moon, Ethan Hawke, I'd like Ethan Hawke to get an Oscar because I recently watched First Reformed. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Holy peak, Morgan.
Cinema.
Holy
cinema. Holy, oh my god, it's so good.
So good. And he got robbed. That year he got robbed for Best Actor for Bohemian Rhapsody.
That is so fucking criminal.
So just on that token, I want Ethan Hawke to win this without having seen Blue Moon, which I'm going to see.
Yeah, you've won me over on that. Yeah.
So we'll revisit, because I think we should just watch Blue Moon and talk about it maybe. But
sure.
We'll revisit that. But yeah.
Just Linklater movie. We'll link later with that film.
Dick. Okay, so the other one, Wagner Moura, Secret Agent. I've rarely really heard about this.
Michael B. Jordan is probably like the easiest pick, especially because it's like I haven't seen it, but I've heard really good things. I mean, we can talk about Sinners has literally the most Oscar noms of any movie ever. I'm seeing a lot of discourse online about why that is. I mean, I again haven't seen it, but people on the right are saying it's because woke. Some people on the left are saying it's because liberals. I typically probably think it's because of liberals. I
said, is it because maybe it's truly mid? I don't know. I haven't seen it either, but I think we should make a short list of movies that I think watching all of these before the Oscars is going to be hard. But I think we should make a short list of movies that might be relevant. So I think Blue Moon, Sinners.
Yeah.
God forbid I write Marty Supreme. Maybe I'll put it on here.
I'm telling you, regardless of timing for it, you gotta watch it. It legitimately is an incredible movie.
Okay. And then One Battle After Another seems like something that probably should be watched.
Can we talk about something? Snubs? Can we talk about snubs?
Talk about Stubbs. AMC Stubbs.
Yeah,
AMC Stubbs
what's
member.
the biggest snub
AMC
here?
Stubbs. Dwayne Johnson. No smashing machine.
As a genuine, like, you think he was snubbed.
I haven't watched it.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
If Dwayne Johnson's in the movie, I'm not watching
no
it.
one else saw it. That's why he's back to making Jumanji, and he's probably going to be in Saudi for the WWE in July. I'm sure.
That's true.
You
didn't watch it?
No, I didn't watch it. I wanted to. I mean,
I thought you would have seen it. Yeah. I still want to. I saw one clip from it. From it that was like so out of context. It was hilarious. It's just like I think it's Emily. Who's the?
It's Emily Blunt,
actress. And Blunt. She like holds a gun up to her head, and then the like fucking like tackles her.
That's so awesome.
Funny. And I'm like, what the fuck is this movie about? Like what?
Like what do you think? The Rock is thinking in this moment. I think it doesn't matter what you think.
Well, yeah. Oh, damn it.
I got you.
That's pretty good. That's good. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Again, I can't say really whether it's a snub or not, but
least productive film.
I do think that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Who wants our takes on movies?
No, but that's why we're making the list. Checking it twice.
Sorry, I haven't watched Marty Supreme or One Battle After Another, but I have seen Gunslingers. the most prominent movie of 2025. Yeah. I was just going to say that I think The Rock not getting an Oscar nom here does mean that he's done. He's cooked. He doesn't give a shit anymore. He's moving on. He tried it, and they shot on Super 8 film or whatever, and it didn't work. So, he's cooked.
I guess he picked the wrong set. He should have been in the Marty Supreme camp,
True.
So.
And they should have had Shark Tank guy play the smashing machine.
I hate Kevin O'Leary, dude. I despise him. Yeah. Maybe more than Timothée Chalamet, actually.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyway.
Okay. We're on
we
category one.
These are the big movies, so we've already kind of covered.
We don't have to go through all. Yeah.
Okay, so actor in a supporting role. Benicio del Toro, One Battle After Another. Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein.
Nope.
Delroy Lindo, Sinners. Sean Penn, One Battle After Another. And Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value.
Easy pick is Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value. That movie looks pretty good. I want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't fucking know how to pronounce that guy's name. Joachim Trier. But that one looks pretty good. It's about a theater director, I believe. Love a good theater director movie. Synecdoche, New York, shout out.
Adaptation, shout out. Kind of, sort of.
True. Kind of. Yeah, I mean, that's probably what I would see. I mean, I think it's cool that there's two One Battle After Another noms in the same category. Always love when that happens, to see them kind of duke it out over who's going to win from that one movie. I don't give a fuck about Jacob Elordi.
Me neither.
Anybody else have any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who it's going to go to necessarily, but I know even though might not be the most deserving, I'm cheering for Delroy Lindo.
He's gutted. Yeah.
I think he is an unbelievable actor who's never won anything. He doesn't really get a lot of credit. I think one movie that I really love that I think is really underrated that he got no credit for, fucking The Five Bloods.
Yes, that's what I was waiting for. Yep.
So fucking good.
He should have got nominated for that.
Unbelievable
He should have been nominated for
in
that. Yeah.
He is one of the best acting performances I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's top 10 acting performances I've seen in movies. I think he was unbelievable in it. Especially the monologue at the end.
Yeah. And the fact that he was able to produce that during the act of Spike Lee's career where he's washed, you know. You know, to get
he single-handedly carried that movie.
Yeah, he carried it.
It was a great movie. It would have been a good movie. He turned that not just into a great movie, but like a very great movie.
Yep.
From his performance. So I really want him. I really would like to see him win that. I also like Benicio del Toro's performance. Honestly, I don't think it's his best performance of the year, though. Like, if you look at his best performance of the year, it's The Phoenician Scheme. I thought he was fantastic in that. But I don't. At the same time, I don't think it's enough to win the actor in a leading role.
Was that this year?
Yep.
The Phoenician Scheme?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it got snubbed on all this shit then. I fucking hated that movie. I'm sorry, everybody. Sorry all my Wes Anderson fiends out there.
Okay. I just haven't seen it, so sorry, I haven't seen it.
So, actress, leading role.
Actress in a leading role.
Yes, sir.
So we got Jessie Buckley in Hamnet. We got Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. We got Kate Hudson in Song Sung Blue. We got Renate Rains, Sentimental Value. And we got Emma Stone in Begonia. Now, the only movie I've seen on this list is Begonia. So I think it should go to Emma Stone. No.
Me too. She's really good in it, though.
She's good in it. It didn't blow me away, though. I feel, I think my, not issue, I guess, but what's keeping me, I don't know how I feel about the ending of Begonia still. I'm not going to spoil anything, but.
Yeah, please don't.
I think that my sort of, not confusion, but I'm torn on the ending of Begonia. First of all, it is a good movie. It's a good movie with incredible performances. I would actually, is Jesse Plemons, okay, snub alert. Jesse Plemons should have been nominated for actor for Begonia. Yeah, he carried Begonia so hard. Not that Begonia is bad, but he is incredible.
I have to piss really quick. Sorry, everybody, to interrupt.
You could have just gone, and we probably wouldn't have known.
Yeah, I mean, I just needed to fucking.
I gotta tell the audience. They're gonna be like, "Why is Casey gone?"
Yeah, no one really cares about you, Casey. It's fine. But please stop that.
So, anyway, incredibly huge snub. I thought he was, for real gonna get it for Begonia. So that plus the ending has me a little not feeling too enthusiastic about Emma Stone for Begonia. But if she gets it, it's fine. She did do a good performance, and I would have to catch up on these other movies before I made more of a statement. Any words from you on that?
Yeah, so in terms of that, I really haven't seen a lot of these films, which is making me feel bad because I wanted to see Hamlet, but I just hadn't gotten around to seeing it because it was specifically being shown in the one independent theater that I like going to in specific time intervals, and I just wound up not seeing it. Begonia is another one that it was only showing there for a brief period of time, so I was waiting for it to come out on streaming to make it easy. But I haven't seen a vast majority of these. So I don't have like a real give or take. Like when I was thinking about internally, like what I saw this year in terms of 2025 best actresses in a leading role. The one that came to mind, I really like Julia Gardner in Weapons. I thought she was great in that, but I understand completely why she would be left off this list. I'm sure there were better performances. I think it was just maybe that thinking that I have is more just related to really loving that movie. And I don't think she took it above and beyond to get into a spot like this. So
okay.
Well, I just
haven't seen a lot of these performances.
I'm hoping to see more Weapons throughout these noms because I know horror often gets snubbed, but it was my favorite. That and Mickey 17, which I'm sure is going to be fucking.
It's snubbed. It's snubbed.
I hate everyone. I hate everyone.
Yeah.
Nobody can appreciate a good movie anymore. Yeah. Mickey 17 was great, and people don't know. People want it. Okay. Listen, my main issue is like people want to talk about like the political commentary, but great, that's fine. Maybe it falls a little flatter on some of that. Maybe it's.
I don't think so.
I don't think I can at least see where people are coming from, but I actually think it is pretty. I think it nails the like absurdity of it very well.
And I think if you are a bonehead, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
If you're a bonehead.
I was just gonna say, I feel like if you're a bonehead and you watch and you're like, I don't see any political themes, it's still a really good story and movie. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
so.
Totally. I just think that like, and I know something we talked about in ABO is that like the relationship and like kind of those notes in the movie are like really beautiful. It's a really touching movie. I mean, like the idea of like, that scene, where she's just like helping him through all the different ways of him like painfully dying. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Painfully
I felt really connected to that movie in multiple ways, and it seems like people really did not feel that same way. So,
and not
I don't
just
know.
that, like the elements of also like being loved unconditionally, despite which version of yourself or like which parts of yourself there are, and that being split up into the different clones. And I always have a problem with people being like calling things cheesy or whatever. Like, I think that's just overall stupid, in my opinion. Critique of things, of any art. And I think that the fact that we have all of that, and then the sci-fi, and then the political, and then all of that interwoven together is like something that I feel like only Bong Joon-ho has really done on this level of the stage. You know what I mean?
And a good sci-fi movie. We don't fucking get those anymore.
Yeah. And it pisses me off, actually, the way this movie has been thrown under the rug. Like, it's it's crazy.
Especially like a, I don't know, like a coming off of Parasite.
Yeah.
I get like, I don't know. I get that it's not what people, but I'm glad he didn't just do another, I don't know.
Well, I think
anyway, this one Rose, I just want to say I watched like the first like 10 minutes of probably like 15 minutes of if I had legs I'd kick you, and it was so like viscerally uncomfortable to watch. with my partner M and their parents because it is like deeply depressing. It was like Christmas vacation. We were like, oh, let's watch a movie together. Horrible choice. Deeply depressing and but beautifully acted in a way that even just from watching that short of it, I think she is a really good shot at this. It's pretty powerful performance.
I've seen,
and I definitely want to watch the rest of that movie.
Yeah, let's put it on the list. And I've seen a few like little snippets, not even clips, but like really small snippets of Conan O'Brien in his first serious role.
Oh yeah,
and it seems like he did
also great. Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I didn't expect him to get a nom.
No. I mean, he's hosting.
But,
he's hosting the Oscars, so.
That reminds me of something that should be a snub. Actor in a supporting role, Kevin O'Leary in Marty Supreme.
No, we can't give that to him. I'm sorry.
I don't care if he gave the best performance ever. He should not be in here. They got to stop.
All right, that's
fair. Stop patting him on the back.
I'm just saying.
They need to stop.
Genuinely enjoyed.
Okay, we'll see.
All right. Speaking of supporting roles, let's get to actresses.
Actress
in a supporting role. Elle Fanning in Sentimental Value. She's that's her character. Inga Ibsdottir Lilliot in Sentimental Value.
All these fake ass names, bro.
Amy Madigan in Weapons.
Let's go. Dub. Easy.
Wunmi Mosaku in Sinners. And Tiana Taylor in One Battle After Another.
I mean, obviously, it's Amy Madigan, right? Like everyone else. I haven't seen Sentimental Value, so maybe I'm just discounting what those performances are. Amy Madigan.
I mean, Tiana Taylor probably has a pretty good shot.
Yeah,
she was very good in it. Amy Madigan was unbelievable in Weapons.
Don't spoil it.
She was the biggest highlight from like an acting perspective in the movie by far.
Yeah.
I would love to watch Weapons again with you sometime, Nabil.
Yeah. Let's put it on the list.
It's really fucking great. Next up,
animated feature film. I'm sure none of us have seen any of these, but I'll run through them.
No, but we already know what one.
So wrong. I know. I've seen one of them.
Yeah, it's probably Zootopia too. All right, Arco.
No.
Elio. What's up with the O's? K-pop Demon Hunter. Little Emily.
Yes.
Little Emily Rain. And Zootopia 2.
So K-pop Demon Hunters won.
Yeah, it's gonna win.
I think it's definitely gonna win.
I don't know anything about it.
That is the one that I have seen.
Twitter slop.
I watched it at summer camp, it's actually pretty good. It's not. I gave it, like it's a kids movie. The songs are surprisingly catchy. They stick in your head. Zootopia 2 pisses me off. I didn't watch it, but I did deal with co-workers being like, dude, you gotta watch Zootopia 2. I'm like,
it is the most co-worker movie ever, right? I feel like.
But that always, it's a Disney movie, so it has a good shot. I have never heard of the other ones at all.
All right, well, we can jump ahead. I'm sure none of us have seen the short films, so I'll skip that.
No. Yeah.
Casting directors, I assume care about.
Casting? I didn't even know was a thing.
I think it's newer.
Casting, I'm giving it Marty Supreme.
Yeah, that's probably a good pick for that.
That was really an example of getting a bunch of people who aren't great actors and having them do the
and having them be themselves
they
because they're terrible actors.
Yeah, and it was perfect. It was. I don't think anyone else deserves to be in the same caliber as
like a Suicide Squad. It's like we're gonna put together the worst people. To get them.
No. It's just like we're gonna hit the nail on the head. We have a rich billionaire. Who are we gonna have play it? Kevin O'Leary.
Cinematography.
We got Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams.
This is the one where I feel like the biggest snub that I can think of. Eddington. I would put Eddington well above all these.
Eddington, we haven't talked about that yet. I mean, the amount of fucking snubs for Eddington, I guess, like Joaquin Phoenix performance.
I can understand him being left off that, but like
I don't know,
cinematography. It was just such a gorgeous movie, start to finish.
Yeah, and their use of varied like camera. Yeah, I mean
the camera angles. It was. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely shot from a perspective of we're going to include a lot of interesting shots that are actually going to add depth to the story. It's like the perfect combination of like trying to do something unique and different while also making it benefit the story.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was great. I mean, like the scenes, like I can't say anything because it would be like just a dead giveaway. But like when someone first snaps, those where it's like the juxtaposition of like where some characters are versus the other, I thought was some of the best cinematography of the year.
Okay.
All right. Costume design: Avatar: Fire and Ash, Frankenstein, Hamnet.
Wait, what the fuck could that even be for costume design? It's all CGI.
I mean, you still have to design their costumes. You have to design what they wear.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true. I guess there's CGI costumes. Is that actually?
I feel like that should be like a separate category, though.
Marty Supreme and Sinners.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like Marty Supreme and Sinners are both kind of like period pieces, relatively. So
Hamnet
as well, but I haven't seen.
Marty Supreme sweeps the Oscars, I'm sweeping myself off of a parking garage.
I don't think there was anything crazy with that. I mean, there was a lot of times where fucking Marty in the movie is just wearing a fucking wife beater. If that wins a goddamn costume design award, it doesn't deserve it. I feel like Sinners more so of the ones I've seen on there.
All right.
I
think Sinners actually.
Big hitter. Directing.
Sinners is my bet for that one. Sorry. I was going to say, directing.
Costume probably. Sinners, yeah.
Yeah. So directing.
Then?
Yeah. Hamnet, Chloe Zhao, making her bounce back after Eternals. Marty Supreme, which I didn't mind, but I'd have to rewatch. Marty Supreme, Josh Safdie
getting his own. No, Benny. Imagine how it feels to be Benny Safdie.
You gotta get back together, bro. Like, come on. All right. One Battle After Another, PTA, Sentimental Value, Hakeem Cheer. I don't.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know how to do that.
Epic rap battles of history.
Sinners, Ryan Coogler. All right.
Coogler's probably going to win this one.
I think
absolutely.
I think he's the safest bet ever. Yeah. Who should win?
And honestly, compared to the rest of the nominees, I don't really disagree.
Yeah, I mean, they can't give it to...
This Hamnet is intriguing me. We should probably watch it. I'm adding it to the list.
I mean, there still has never... I mean, your Kalshi bets... Don't bet on a woman. Not that I think that should be the case. But
we're clipping the context from that. Never bet on.
I mean, it's the same as like with the president. Fucking. It's at a disadvantage.
Yeah,
because
I mean, a woman has literally never won. Am I wrong?
I think you're right.
Oh no, once. I think the Hurt Locker.
Hurt Locker.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. So the rest is
yeah. Let's see, documentary, editing,
F1.
Dude, fuck F1. It's in the best picture too. Editing, I don't know. It's so much of I haven't seen this movie.
I haven't seen this movie. International. I'm sure none of us have seen any of those.
Makeup.
I will say, I haven't seen
they're gonna
it.
give makeup. The Smashing Machine gets one for makeup, which is cool.
I will say for the international one though, the fact that that No Other Choice wasn't nominated is a little surprising.
True.
That's part. I haven't seen it yet.
Is that eligible for this year or for next?
It was released in 2025. So I assume
I don't know.
Based
it's
on
weird
that,
for it to not receive any.
When was it? Let me double check its release.
Just scrolling through though, I say music. Begonia. The soundtrack is really good. Score.
I'm gonna need that.
What is this release?
I need that. Begonia to win. I'm gonna need that. And I'm gonna need it not to go to one Zionist after another. Johnny Greenwood.
It really is one Zionist after another, isn't it? With that movie.
Yeah.
It's in South Korea. It first aired in September.
In South Korea.
And then it came to the US in 2025.
I mean, Marty Supreme came out on like Christmas, so
that's what I'm saying. Like if it came out in December, I would imagine it would count, but maybe because it wasn't widely available, it was only in Cinemark.
Okay. Also, we haven't talked about Best Picture yet. Why the fuck is F1 nominated for Best Picture?
No
way.
Why
the fuck is F1 nominated?
Leave Mickey 17 out and put in F1, I will kill you.
Leaving weapons out and putting fucking F1 in.
True.
Absurd.
I mean,
absurd.
Yeah, I mean, all these other ones, make sense.
I mean,
except I don't know shit about Train Dreams. I don't know why it's getting so many. Probably just like a Netflix movie. I don't know.
I mean, it's gonna go to cinemas, right?
Presumably, but I could also see it going to Marty Supreme.
I can see so too.
And Marty Supreme has the
I think
Marty Supreme has the same Anora hype.
It does have
the same Anora hype.
Yeah.
Which I like. I like Anora, and I am actually
for just trying to do our Kalshi bets on Best Picture. I think One Battle After Another might beat my money.
True. I mean, it's got that like
the buzz. It's got the buzz.
Yeah.
Of what's up there, I honestly might go Marty Supreme.
F1.
I haven't seen Begonia yet though. But I will say, snub Eddington. Absolutely.
Snub Eddington. Absolutely. I mean, putting F1 up there, not
Snubbington.
I mean, it legitimately is.
It is legitimately Snubbington.
Probably top 10 movie I've ever seen.
I have to think that it is at least to some degree like political censorship. And I'm not saying like
sides are made fun of so hard in that fucking movie. Like both sides are fucking dragged through the mud.
Yeah,
and that's
what I mean.
Like it was so refreshing to see fucking both sides completely obliterated by it while still being in a political mind state. It was just like making fun of the worst of both sides. It was great.
What was a real snub that maybe wasn't eligible or something? I assume it has to be. It came out around the time Marty Supreme did, and it was in theaters for a little bit. Wake Up Dead Man, the new Knives Out movie.
Wow. Yeah.
I see Jeff making a face. I said, I guess he didn't like it, but
I watched it. No, I watched it. I liked it a lot. I think it's like it's a great return to form for that franchise. It's much closer to the first one than the second one.
Glass Onion is the best Knives Out.
Actually, you know what? Comparing it to some of the other nominees, I'll give you it. Because I don't have to watch F1 to know that's not a good movie.
Well, I'm not even saying Wake Up Dead Man for Best Picture, although I wouldn't be mad.
I watched one battle after another. I'd rather watch Wake Up Dead Man.
I think Wake Up Dead Man, maybe even Rian Johnson director, I would take.
Yeah, right. Fucking Brian Johnson slanders are too widespread. He's never done anything ever. He could literally put out fucking Citizen Kane. You will say it because he directed it.
You hit the nail on the head there. It's unfortunate, but I was really surprised. Not surprised, I guess, but like I was like, I don't know. There wasn't a lot of buzz around Wake Up Dead Man as much as the other ones, and I was like, what's going to happen? Mm-hmm. But it was surprisingly really. It was a good movie. It took this kind of theme of like religion and like made it interesting. You know, that's a big risk, and it made it really interesting, questioning faith and whatever, putting that in there. And it was a really good mystery. And it just seems like every time he makes one of these, he figures out something. I think like writing wise, low-key, he's a genius. Like he figured out how to make a good new Star Wars movie, the best Star Wars movie. He figured out how to make. Yeah, this is a Glaze session. I know. But come on.
No, man. I totally agree with you, though. You're right.
We should have just one solo
I don't know why I didn't
on why Brian Johnson is the most underrated person in Hollywood.
The most underrated working director. Yeah.
Of all time. The most underrated director of all time.
Not of all time.
Really? Who's more underrated?
Well, he's not underrated because I think an underrated director would, by their nature, not get to direct movies as big as him. Like, I don't know. He's up there though. I don't know. It's all for debate. It's all semantics, but I get what you're saying. I mean, I'm in agreement, of course. But like the fact that he did this.
Let's finish up.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just glazing. I'm glazing. Let's go. What's next?
Okay. Let's finish up our last couple.
Oh, writing.
Okay,
that's what I would put for Rian Johnson, by the way. Writing.
Yeah. True.
Really? Just to say, nothing for weapons. I don't know who wrote it, but that story came together so perfectly. It was
written by Craigers too, I believe.
I think so.
Two others no way for us to ever know. I would have liked to see that there. Yeah, we're not going to look anything up. Are you fucking kidding?
It's written by him.
Sinners is going to win probably original screenplay.
Yeah.
And
I could see one battle.
I don't know. Maybe they give that to Blue Moon.
Honestly, they might. They Sinners isn't in. Oh, I was looking at.
So those are two separate.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Yeah. Sorry, I moved on.
Imagine we'll just go to Marty Supreme.
I will say this movie.
Either Marty Supreme or Sinners. Just this because movie, they're just going to.
It was just an accident. I was talking to Evan. Apparently, it's like actually really good, and it got stumped a lot.
I really wanted to see that.
Yeah.
An Iranian movie.
Yeah. I want to write that down. I think we should watch it.
Sure.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, I mean, even if we don't watch stuff together, like we have to watch it separately.
I was gonna say.
Actually, you know what? This was a movie that I think I actually spoke to you about. It was showing in independent picture.
Yeah, I think Evan was telling you to go see it.
And it was a busy weekend. It was only showing that one weekend.
It won the Palme d'Or, I believe.
Yeah, it won the Palme d'Or.
Which it's crazy that, I mean, like Wild at Heart won that, I believe, and then was completely snubbed at a lot of their stuff. So that definitely happens, but.
Well, I think like you said, Casey, we should try
Voice of Hind Rajab is nowhere to be seen here as well.
No, it was in London. It was an international film. Okay. I'm gonna watch that. They're playing it in.
That's good.
They're playing it in Tampa in a few weeks. I'm gonna watch that.
They're playing in my theater as well, so I'm excited to finally be able to see that.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty gut wrenching if you know anything about that. Yeah, so
would love to do a filmatic on it.
We definitely should. But for the other movies, I think we should, like you said, I think try to maybe watch them on our own or kind of impromptu together or whatever, because there's so many of them. And I think we should just try to watch all of them to the best of our individual / whatever abilities, and then reconvene, and so we can release Oscar Day, the Filmatic Oscar Awards, and give our own awards. So, and
I think that's awesome.
With our own nominees as well.
Yes, exactly.
That way we can take out some of the.
But we gotta hit.
We
gotta hit some of these popular ones. And here's a list. And anyone who's listening still, or you guys, can suggest additions.
You have to watch too.
I'll have to come up with a different name because, like, we don't want to call it like the Filmatic Oscars. We're going to want to call it like the
Tieries.
The Filmies.
The Filmies.
If any fans have any sort of suggestions,
yes,
we're happy to take them.
And here's the list. And again, we can add to this if needed. Sinners, Blue Moon, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, Hamnet, It Was Just an Accident. Those are for sure. Okay. Weapons. And I also have
F1.
You haven't watched
F1.
You got to put Weapons down to be able.
F1?
F1.
Yeah, we'll have to watch it just to fucking make fun of this. Make fun of the fact that it
maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
And then
it's a shame because I really like the actor, the British
Javier.
Guy.
Oh, I really love Brad Pitt. I hear he's a good guy.
He's a great guy.
The guy. He was in Snowfall. I don't remember his name.
Ethan Snowfall. What?
No, the guy, the other driver that he's fucking.
Driver, hand me my driver. All right.
So those are for sure. We're gonna watch. I need to watch Eddington and Weapons because I have not seen those two movies. So that's for me.
I would love to watch both of those with you.
I'd love to watch both of you with these. And I also, this is a maybe. This is actually the only one I wrote under maybe, which is Smashing Machine. Which, so.
What the? I don't even remember that.
I will just say to anyone, and we'll talk about this when we have all watched Eddington and Weapons. I think it says a lot about our world that probably the two most applicable movies to everything that is happening currently in our world are nowhere to be found on
at
this
all.
Fucking and why the Oscars fucking suck, which is nothing new, and it's overstated.
Is specifically like a window into 2020, 2021. Like
yeah. And about how that's like, I mean, the movie's very much about how that all of that stuff is. There's never been an end to it, you know.
And it makes fun of every single person.
Yeah, the only contemporary commentary movie that is nominated, which is really interesting and makes me feel more confident about my lack of faith in the ending of Begonia, which I wish I could relate to you guys. You haven't seen it. But it's interesting to nominate Begonia with the way it ends. I wish I could say more. I really wish I could say more, but, you know.
I've seen it.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Like the fact that, like, to be like, okay, I can't even. But it's interesting. Like you made me think of that. It didn't. You know, you gave me that thought now, so it's interesting. It makes me feel more confident. But okay, so we have our work cut out for us.
Yeah,
the hard, grueling work of watching movies.
Yeah,
you wouldn't understand what it's like to be us.
The difficult part that comes with that too, affording us talking
about movies.
About movies we've seen.
Having to stay on topic, bro. My Vyvanse prescription is gonna help so much, bro. These podcasts are gonna fucking
I guess
we were kind of at our peak when I was on Vyvanse. We were recording Black Adam. We were recording.
Oh, dude! And imagine if I get medicated, it's over.
Midnight?
Hell yeah, bro! Hell yeah!
If I get educated, this might have some semblance of an actual podcast. If I get medicated,
if you get educated.
Sorry, if I get medicated, that's a reason why I need to get medicated. So
it doesn't hurt to get educated either.
Yeah, actually, I mean,
how we doing?
I am getting the most education than anyone in our friend group. So
hi everybody.
We didn't decide what the next Age of Cage is.
Okay. Oh, we have to decide right now.
No, we don't have to decide right now.
Probably should, right?
I'm just telling you we should decide.
Yeah, we got to think about it.
But it's what?
It's big.
Oh, and then cut off. No, we have to do outro.
Okay, yeah. What am I talking about?
What are you doing?
Before we do outro,
get your Vyvanse, bro.
All right. Been a while.
Before we do outro, I've got something to pitch to you guys. You guys can shut it down and remove it from the podcast if you don't want it to go out. But I think you guys would be interested. I know you had the idea was like Octavio's picks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, Octavio's picks a movie and we have to watch it.
Octavio's special.
Is that what you're referring to?
I was thinking Jeff's picks, but specifically making them related to international movies. To foreign flicks.
Okay.
I like this idea, especially because Octavio's picks fell apart.
Yeah, because I have some like you guys maybe haven't seen have you guys seen Seven Seal?
Yeah,
no.
Philosophy class in high school. I don't really remember it that well. It was good.
I will stand by. It's one of the best movies of all time. The best stories.
I'm down.
We could pick up some Japanese, some Rashomon.
That's like a Swedish thing. Yeah, Rashomon. That's a good one. But honestly, if I was to pick like a Kurosawa, I don't know.
Let's ask the audience.
Would be here's what my idea pitch would be.
Mm-hmm.
We would take a map, put it down, of like, and specifically highlight like areas of the world where there are like a lot of movies from. So like, if we just randomly like threw a dart at the map and it was Chad, like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I can't really get a Chad.
So we do a random country generator, and then
of places that have good movies and have like the top movies from that country be like pop up.
And we do also the worst.
I like this.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the idea of doing what the consensus best movie from that country is. And doing the consensus worst movie from that country is. I love that. I love that as an idea. I think that's such a good idea.
Yeah, I think we've come up with Jeff's special.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The Jeff special.
And you know what we call it? Instead of the 15-15 gambit, we call it the 50-50 gambit. For best and worst.
That's pretty good. We're on to something.
Okay.
Sure. A lot to talk about.
So that's good. That is good. That's a good pitch little plug for you to do. So I'm glad they heard that and they know that's coming. And Casey and I will get on top of picking our next Age of Cage. But I think it's gonna be busy, dude. We got until March, second week of March, so to watch all these other movies. So surely
we'll figure it out.
We can do it.
We're smart.
Yeah, we're smart. Yeah. And Casey, you want to plug anything?
Sungrazer, as always. Got a show coming up. You know, if you're listening in the Philadelphia area.
Music.
And we have recorded a new song. And are working on getting it mixed and mastered and released to you soon.
That's actually crazy.
That's what's new with me. I'm getting back on Vyvanse, so you're gonna love you're gonna love me again, audience. Thank you.
And who knows? Maybe I'll get medicated too, and then we'll be unstoppable.
We'll be completely different people. Yeah, you won't even be able to recognize us.
I was actually officially diagnosed. I wasn't fishing for it. I got officially diagnosed. So, here we are.
With what?
With bleep and bleep. No, with ADHD.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay, that's awesome.
So, and maybe other things. I think I said this before, but like some of these therapists, man. Some of these therapists, man, especially I get it for free through something, and they be teasing the diagnoses like WWE, dude. Like, I think I'm putting together a diagnosis.
My God, BPD with the steel chair.
me when disassociation comes out of the thing with the rock goosebumps thing. That's a good concept. Awesome. Why has no one made that like skit? That seems like insanely funny, dude. It's like instead of Inside Out, it's that.
Well, we can do that.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay. So, also, final reminder: giveaway.
True.
Do we want to make them do anything special, or just like?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to post a picture of your.
True. No, actually, we can't ask people to do that.
Anymore. After Casey had been asking for that for a while, a couple lawsuits. I've shut it down.
I think in the intro that we recorded
with The Rock, not anymore.
I think in the intro we recorded when I was improving a little bit on that line, I said that they should leave a comment. I didn't specify. So,
yes.
So
leave a comment. If you've listened all the way through, leave a comment that says "Fire, Hellfire."
We'll say that any comment gets you one entry into the raffle, but if you comment "Fire," you get 20 entries into the raffle.
The first one to submit that guaranteed win.
Well, it is technically guaranteed, but I'm gonna say they get 20 entries into the raffle. So
yeah,
right.
Perfect. Beautiful.
All right, so I think that's it.
All right.
We did it.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you guys on the next Filmatic. Bye. All right.
Pretty good episode. I feel good about that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Classic.
I feel like the later half.
Let's do a short episode. How long was that?